Hey y'all, welcome back to Adventuring with Amanda. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to my channel, welcome. We are in Payson. There's Wynston. We are back in Payson and we are starting week 1 of solo camping. Next week will be week 2. And I'm putting an emphasis on solo camping because Maddie is headed back east. So Wynston and I are on our own for a while, which is totally fine, especially because this week I'm going to be working on some more trailer renovations. My mom is in the valley. She has to go to Minnesota this week to spend some time with my grandma. So yours truly is taking over. Happy to do so. We have had a long travel day. We had to stop at my mom's, got the stuff for to bring up to the trailer, saw the poodles. I had to stop by Wynston's vet to give them a urine sample. And we got gas, we got coffee and donuts. So we were on the road for, about 4.5 hours. I mean, we had stopped and done these things. And I went to the bathroom at my mom's house in Payson and at her house in Chandler. And so anyways, it's been a busy day, but it's about 85, but really nice in the shade. It's very quiet around here. So we are going to show you the campsite and talk a little bit about what we're up to, get set up, and I hope that you will join us for the fun. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. I just arrived at my mom's home in Payson, and I got the van unloaded because I had lots of stuff to bring. Hey kiddo, so oops, my bad. So I dropped off some stuff, including like my propane stove, chair, table, stuff that I thought mom could use up here. And I've just had this door open to kind of let it air out a little bit. Thankfully though, it smells like paint and not smoke. So it is beautiful out right now. I was just sitting outside and eating my lunch. Went to the bathroom since I've been driving. Hi, I know, and then we're about to go to our campsite. So I was just taking a look at everything, making sure we're good. Mom has her cot set up still with the cute curtains and everything. Brand new water heater. That was all put in last week. So stoked about that. And then, of course, we also have the new vanity that was put in. So coming along, and I will be here on Wednesday so we can get all the measurements done for the flooring. Y'all, this forest road that we normally camp off of is quiet. There is nobody here. We literally just arrived and we have this huge campsite to ourselves. Now, granted, we're here for a night, and then I'm going to spend the night in my mom's driveway tomorrow to be there on Wednesday to do some work and for floor measurements. But this is wonderful. So I camped here a couple of years ago, and one of my fondest memories of Penny was when she was at this campsite, and she loved it. So she passed away in January, but I have such a fond memory of her here, and instead of sadness, it's bringing me a lot of joy. And I spread some of her ashes here earlier in the year, so I am glad to be back. Flagstaff is about 10 degrees cooler than Payson, so I'm not really surprised that it's pretty quiet up here, but I am very happy about it. Now it is time to set up camp. Wynston is walking around and doing his exploring, so this is my chance to get into the rooftop box and take out what I need. I'm only going to get out my chair and the items for Wynston's playpen, but nothing else. I mean, we're only here for about 30 hours, and we will be back, but I'm not sure if this campsite will be taken. And if it is, we can absolutely find a different spot. So I'm just getting out the bare necessities And I always put Winston's playpen together first and foremost, because I know that that is his safe spot and where he finds solace. So I have that out, and my chair and his ramp, so now he is set. I open my hood because, ooh, it is hot in there, especially after this long day of travel. I want it to cool out to make sure that the little desert mice don't make a home in there tonight. I put Winston's fresh water out, so of course he has that because it is a little bit warm today, and he always needs access to some fresh water. I got out a trash bag and threw away my McDonald's. Yes, I definitely stopped at the drive-thru before coming up here. I just needed a little something. Now I'm giving my engine bay a fresh spray of Grandpa Gus mouse and rodent repellent, and we'll be all set for the evening. Hi, are you warm? Yep, I put out your water. I put out your fresh water. Why don't you go get a drink? Here, why don't you get a drink of your water right here? Good boy. Fresh filtered water for my kid. Here, let me move this into the shade. I'm constantly doing what I call the campsite shuffle, and that's when we move stuff around to either be in the shade or the sun, depending on the weather. But this is pretty much all I'm gonna have out. You know, we're gonna have a quick night and day here. I won't go to my mom's until like tomorrow evening, but I got my trash bag set up. Not even gonna get out my trash can, but check out my new towel. I'm all set for fall. I'm here for the brews. How cute is that? I also have my new Switzerland towel from my mom ready to use. Oh, I need to clean that off, but we are all set. It's time to put on the radio and hang out and let kiddo explore. I wanted to share something I started doing, and I just started thinking about it recently, which is kind of silly. Yes, I have a 24-pack of sparkling water from Costco. So today, like I said, we were in the van for 4.5 hours. So instead of running my fridge on my Vitomin power station and wasting that power, I've just been plugging it into the DC port over by my shelf so my van runs my fridge. That way I'm saving 4.5 hours on my power station. I don't know why I didn't think of that a long time ago, but even if I'm stopped for like, let's say half an hour, the temperature barely even raises. So it saves me so much. I mean, it saves 4.5 hours. I mean, that's huge. So I might not even have to use my solar this week. Hi, Bubba. Yeah, pretty, like I said, I don't know why I just thought of that, but oh well, better late than never. I want to show you guys my cute necklace. It says, "Hocus pocus, I need coffee to focus." And it has little charms. Isn't that cute? I got it from like an Etsy store, I think 2 years ago. And you guys know I'm not a jewelry person, but I had to bust out my Hocus Pocus necklace for the fall. Get into those vibes. Next week when I'm up in Flagstaff, it's only going to be like a high of 70 every day, so it's finally going to feel like fall, but yeah, I'm vibing. In case you guys haven't seen this little tip from me, I carry this level and I just keep it right here. So when I'm parked in a spot and I'm finding a spot, I try to get as level as I can and just kind of feel if I'm level. Ultimately, since my head is up against my driver's seat, I want the front of my van elevated just a little bit more than the rest of it, because that naturally will make it feel like my van is level on the inside. So I also want it level so my bed is not like tipping to the left or the right. So I want to make sure that when I'm asleep, my bed's level. Otherwise, I can't sleep and it's terrible. So I keep my level, and then once I feel like I've gotten level, I actually put the leveler on my bed. So right now, my bed is not exactly level. And so I see it's like literally just barely unlevel. But I have those foam boards underneath. Yeah, it's barely not level. I have the foam boards underneath my bed that I store down there, so I can put them underneath my platform just to raise my bed a little bit. So honestly, I might not even feel that discrepancy. But then I also put it here, or I'll put it here so it's easier to see, to make sure that this end of my bed is higher up than the rest of it, which it is. And you can also put it up here, so on my actual van itself, it's almost exactly perfectly level. And then if I go back here, I will often put it here, and as you can see, it's not level, just barely. So, which again is fine because I can use my foam boards. I also keep the 2x6 wood planks in my rooftop box, so I can level my van if necessary, but this way I don't have to worry about that. I can just use the foam boards, but always have a level on hand so you know exactly where you're at. All right, we are set up for the evening. I also took out my Halloween blanket at home and brought it into the van. How cute is that? The little Frankensteins actually glow in the dark. So, but it's only supposed to be like in the upper 50s, so I'll be using 2 blankets if I even need them. And then of course Wynston has his blankets, but everything is set. We are just enjoying the peace and quiet. I haven't even heard a vehicle or anything. It's marvelous. But with that being said, we are going to wrap it up and take it easy for the rest of the day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and we will see you next time.